Can you see everything?
Yeah, I can.
Do you like blue?
Yeah.
Okay. Put it like here. Hopefully it doesn't. Do you know enemy champions? I can see Yon. What else?
Well, Ezreal and Leona,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, I paused too late. Okay. So, when you see these champions, what are you thinking?
I I know that bot lane should be easy, but they can all in and they have kill potential. Lilia is probably gonna pass towards bot lane because he started on red. And they are gonna play. I don't know the top lane matchup,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if they are gonna play strong side bot.
When I see this, if you know top lane matchup, like Fiora wins usually, but Irelia has some potential early. So like usually this is like very chaotic. Fiora is usually favored. Yon versus Akali, it's kind of the same, but I think Akali is favored. And then bot lane, if you position properly, you should never die, and you should always get CS leads because you can keep pushing them in, right? And then you start boots and 4 pots, which is good if you're getting perma-prio.
And
So
also I have time warp tonic, sorry.
yeah, that's good too. So you have a lot of movement speed, it's hard for them to engage on you, and you win trades in general. Also, it's good that you saw that he has no potions, because now you can trade a lot harder. What do you think Leona can do level 1?
Nothing.
Yeah, so why aren't you walking up?
Yep.
Yeah. So here, like maybe before you were waiting on Bard, now you don't have any excuse, you can just walk up. Because they never do enough damage to kill you, right?
Yep.
And they have 0 potions, you have 4, right? So any damage that you trade, it's good for you. Also, did you...
there was an invade, and
Okay,
I think one of them flashed.
Okay. Yeah, here again. Like here you should be walking forward. Like you already have prio of the lane, now your objective is to zone them off these 2 minions. Because they're dying.
Yep.
Yeah, this is good. Like, yeah, this doesn't do anything, she can't do shit. Yep. Now you're chasing way too hard, and like this is partially because of Bard, but you don't need to go this hard. Like, if you're the Ezreal here, when you get hit by the W, do you think Jhin can ever get to you if he keeps running? Like right now?
No.
Then you, like, if you know this, just pat down. Don't keep chasing.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have flash, right? Because he can just flash away.
Well, we'll see when that happens. Oh, you mean Bard or you?
Me flashing onto
no, your flash is good because he's in kill range. So like, even if he flashes away, you're always gonna follow him, right?
Yeah.
So this is fine.
But
one thing though, one thing about this skill. Right now Ezreal wants to get out of lane, right? He wants to recall.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that could happen to him?
Die.
Do you think the worst thing that happens to him is dying?
Isn't it?
Wait, what is that? Sorry.
Like, because we have a big wave and it's crushing, then if he dies, then he loses the wave. And
can you crash this wave?
Not anytime soon.
Yeah. So killing him now isn't gonna be good, because what's gonna happen is that he's gonna die. He's gonna be like 5 seconds, and he's gonna come back. And when he's back, like he's gonna get half this wave and the entire wave that's coming here, right? Because you can crash it. So killing him right now doesn't do anything for you. It actually hurts you. If you're Ezreal in this position, you really hate your life if you can't recall. And like, even though dying is like a really bad recall, it's still better than staying and like not being able to CS any of this. Because like Lee Sin right now is bot side, right? If I mean this is solo queue, so you can't rely on it obviously, but if you ping him to go into blue side jungle, you have perma prio. You can try to zone if Lily isn't here. you can try to have 3 people bot and zone them off EXP. Like you can do so much shit here, right? If he stays in lane. But if he dies and then he comes back, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And actually the opposite happens, where you lose pressure because of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the main reason
you
why...
say I should just wait.
Yeah, just wait. Like here it's good to walk forward. Because by walking forward you force him to walk back and now Bard can never die, right? That's good. But flashing on him, like in this situation isn't good because of everything we talked about before, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Also I had potions, so I
yeah. So like your HP, like in 30 seconds it would be like here, and his HP would be the same because he had nothing. So he feels really bad laning like this. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, and now he gets like most of the wave. This is good by our team. I'd say that it's risky because Leon is level 2, and Bard is like, it's really hard to guarantee CC if she positions like this, so I don't think this is like super ideal, but like the idea is good. It's just really risky in my opinion. Yeah, and then it doesn't go well.
I didn't really want to use Glance.
Yeah, it's fine. Do you think this dive here is fine? Or like in the game, did you think so?
I think that it was not really good because like we can't really burst it as really yet.
Yeah, you should ping back in situations like this, okay? Like if you're in the game and you think this is bad, just ping back. Like sometimes your team will still go for it, and it's like gigaint, and sometimes you can just let them die, other times you need to commit with them. But try to at least ping, and maybe they'll understand that you don't want to do it.
Okay.
Also, I'm getting... Okay, whatever. Come back to lane. While you're coming back to lane, you should be looking at lane state. Like right now, I don't know anything about mid. I don't know anything about your jungler. Also, do you know how to count jungle CS?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine if you don't.
I just know that like now he gets like 4 camps. I mean 3 camps.
Yeah.
Probably red and not blue because I think Lee checked it last time.
If we go back, she has red here, right? So we can assume our pathing was either red or full clear red side into bot, like straight away, or she did red into like wolves, or into blue, or red into blue into grump. She's level 3 here, and I don't expect you to know this part. Like if she does jungle, if she does wolf, she doesn't get level 3 with blue. So it's very likely that her bot side camps are up. So she's gonna probably path here. If you know this, like you can just play safer for a bit. It's just for...
Also,
yeah.
Sorry. That I don't see the timer because there's this red button, but also it was around time when he's gonna be on bot lane.
Yeah, this is important to know because like Ezreal managed to push the wave, right? And now it's gonna slow push into him. And if you don't know where Lilia is, it's really hard to make the decision: do I hard push next wave, or do I stack another one? And if you're gonna like stack another one, you don't want to hit the minions at all. But if you're hard pushing next wave, you should be preparing these minions. You should be hitting them a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So it's easier to push.
Yeah, true. Maybe I just wanted him to lose the cannon, but that was bad.
Let's see.
But yeah, I can start attacking, like it doesn't matter.
I mean here it's hard because Bard is roaming. So if you start attacking, this is gonna push way faster. It's not good. This is kinda int from your Bard. You shouldn't really be roaming when your wave is like this. And you can't do much about it. So I'd say, like if you can see this, best thing you can do is like throw E as soon as you see next wave coming. Like you did, but you should be trying to hit the backline because it's much easier to kill. Yeah, and here you walk forward again and do it. Also the way you're positioning in lane, you should be staying here. because you have zero control over this, right? And Leon has X flash. So if you stay here, it's like a lot harder for them to engage on you, because you can both walk here, you can walk here, and Bard is coming from this direction. If you stand where you are, it's really easy for her to like just go on you, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't change how much you can hit the wave. Yeah, you get chunked. This was a bit bad, you're doubling. It's not because it doesn't hit. It's just, like right now, by doing this, you're putting yourself in a position where you can die. If you kept running, I don't think you ever die. But yeah, obviously if you hit it, it's good.
Sure. That auto attack was good for Fleetwooter, or was it bad too? It was bad.
Good question. It's probably fine. It gives you a fair amount of movement speed. So like if you auto and then you run away right away, it's good, I think. It also makes it harder for Ezreal to hit these Qs. By the way, I didn't talk about this before. You don't like swiftness rush on Jhin?
I mean, usually it depends. I mean, for me, for example, against Misfortune, I'm gonna just buy it first. But in this lane, I didn't think that it should be.
Okay. I'd say it's like.
What do you think?
I think it really depends on how confident you are with like your position and everything. But swiftness against Leon and Ezreal, like the only way they engage is by skill shots, right? So Ezreal needs his Q to like poke you and trade, and Leona needs a re to engage. So the more movement speed you have, the safer you are. So I think it just, and then the other thing is that they're champions that if they fail to go in, they need to retreat, and movement speed also gives you damage when you're chasing. So I think it's just really valuable, especially because Jhin can actually use it really well.
Okay, yeah. And also I don't really feel confident in my positioning, so...
Okay, yeah, that's another point. You should walk, yeah. Like when you're doing stuff like this is really small, but you see Leon mid, right? And Bard is like covering for you. You obviously have multiple options. You can walk into enemy jungle, get vision. You can just go help Bard get vision on Drake, whatever. But you need to check if the plate is low. And like you end up doing it, but you do it way too late. Like you should have already checked, and now you could be like hitting the turret right now.
Yeah.
And then you get a bit of gold. It's really nice.
Also sometimes I mean I do it often. That I don't like. I take a couple of seconds to decide where I should go.
Okay. Why are you hitting this wave?
Good question. I have no clue.
No, but there can be good reasons to hit it. So I'm wondering if you're thinking about it.
No, because if I see it now, then I think that just let it slow push and then zone them away. But I actually have no idea why I pushed it.
Yeah. So usually people, when they see situations like this in a review, they're like, "Oh, I was autopiloting." But you need to understand like why you were autopiloting. Like what happened in this game that made you lose concentration.
Probably Bard.
Yeah, maybe Bard. It's a good reason.
Yeah, because I spam pinged him once.
Yeah.
Because I mean when he went mid for no reason.
Yeah. So if you can see these patterns in your play, like next time you spam ping your support because you did something really bad, you need to try to make more attention to your decisions. Because next time this happens, you'll see the wave and you'll be like, okay, I'm a bit tilted. Do I need to push it or no? And like a lot of the times you just know this subconsciously, but you need to try to make it conscious. Like you need to ask the question, you know?
Yeah, I mean I'm trying not to spam ping anyone.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Because I used to do it much more.
Yeah. Yeah, like because you pushed it, now it's in a really bad state. Oh, he even kills you. How does that happen?
Well.
Oh, okay, okay. You gotta run, dude. Do you think you can stall long enough for Akali to come?
Yeah, maybe get the first 3 minions and then
Okay.
they can't really. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'd say it's really hard because we already know like Leon has X Flash. We don't know where she is, right?
Yeah.
And if the wave ever crashes, like if the wave ever crashes, you're 100% dead. And then you position like this, which is also really bad. I think there's a world where you can slow down the wave for it to never crash, and like you position down here, and you're gonna hit a lot of poke from Ezreal. So like your HP is gonna drop, but like they never have access to you, right?
Yeah. For some reason, I didn't expect Leona. Only like Lilia staying there. So.
Yeah, that's not very good, but it's okay.
Like I feel like sometimes I just don't get enough information about the enemy team and where they are, and it's probably because I don't really look at the minimap that often,
Okay.
or it's something in my brain. But yeah, I'm trying to gain as much information as possible.
Because like right now we know that Lilia is here, right?
Yeah, I know that.
And we saw Leon like over here. So it's very likely that they're gonna do what they just did. Also, like usually, if you're trying to stall for your team, this is fine. Like if Akali keeps coming bot. But even in a 4v2, I think it's very unlikely that you survive. So I just run. Like you're not even gonna lose that much. It's one wave, and then the next wave that's coming, you maybe lose it too, which sucks. But
Yeah.
you know,
And
you can't do
probably
much
it will
about
be
it.
hard for Lilia to kill me.
Yeah, Lilia alone probably can't, unless she's level 6. Yeah. Did I? Sucks. What are you trying to do while you're dead here? Do you know, or like don't remember?
What I'm trying to do.
Yeah, like sometimes people look at scoreboard to see like CS difference in lanes, to see item spikes,
I
stuff like that.
usually watch CS difference and Ezreal items, but it doesn't really matter because he's gonna back and just see how top lane is.
Okay. Because sometimes people also just look at it to look at the bar that's griefing your game, you know?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's good.
I usually just watch like myself and the enemy ADC.
Okay.
But yeah, I check you sometimes about top and mid.
This is the same situation.
I should just push, right?
Next wave.
Oh.
Because you don't know where they are. And Bard isn't like close enough to you. If you start hard pushing right now, they could be in this bush, they could be in the next one. You don't know.
I think we saw Leon on mid. Or was it?
Did we? Let's see.
Wait, maybe that was someone else.
See.
It's based on I pinged but okay, it's not.
There's Lilia. Yeah, I don't think we saw her. She recalled not too long ago, so she's probably like right here right now.
Yeah.
Even then you still can't crash. So do you know like a good way to see if you can crash a wave or not is like when you start pushing, if the wave is like between this, usually you can never crash it. Unless you push really fast. If you can one shot the wave, it's fine. So usually you need to push like when the wave is here or before.
Ah. Okay. And yeah, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. It's a good way to like to see if you're really comfortable with your champion, you can just check the minimap and be like, okay, with this champion I can push it when the wave is like here or before, you know? And it's a good
also,
way.
I'm not really sure what's the best way to shove the wave with Jhin.
You put a trap. I'm actually not 100% sure. I think you put a trap on backline, auto attack once, Q, and then auto attack the melee. Because I think you one-shot a backline like that. At level 5 at least. Before you don't. Maybe at level 4 you do. Level 3 you don't for sure. Yeah, this is also fine.
Okay.
Okay, you crashed it, that's good. Every time you crash a wave, you have like a set amount of time, right?
Yeah.
To do something. If you crash a single wave, it's like very little, you have like 10 seconds, not even, sometimes. If you crash 2 waves, it's like 30 seconds. Sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more. So right now you crashed a wave and a half, so you have like 20 seconds to do something. What are you looking to do in a situation like this?
Recall is not an option here because that's kind of useless. Maybe just try to get vision in the river.
Yeah. So your mid laner just came back from base, and your jungler is like on the opposite side of the map, right? So when this is the case, you don't want to be too deep on the map. So I'd say look for wards in this area, and maybe ward a Drake to make sure that no one is doing it. And then if Bard, this is more on the Bard, if Bard wants to like put a defensive ward here, that's also fine. But you should be looking for very easy vision to get.
And also I just walked to mid. Maybe if
if Akali is in mid and Yone is in mid, you have a roam timing sometimes. Not in this case though. We haven't seen Leona in super long. Where do you think she is?
Probably in the bush or in mid.
Maybe. I think here you should ping your team. Because you don't know where she is. Like, she could very well be like here, right now. Or here.
Yeah.
Okay, she's in the rib.
I had no other option.
Yeah. So let's see this again. I guess the main thing is like, why are you walking up? So let's look at the wave state.
Yeah, if the golems are just respawning, so
yeah. So you couldn't do them. That's good. Or well, that's true. Yeah.
And I'm not
this
sure
queue,
why I'm pushing.
Yeah, this queue is really bad. Because now, like, this is really good by Leon. It's probably not intentional, but like now the wave is actually pushing into them, so she's applying pressure and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
While if it was the other way around, it would be really fine to just let them push. Also here, like, you should be positioning a lot more safe. Like, you don't need to be in auto attack range of like these 2 minions. You don't even need to be walking forward. Like right now you should be walking back, and then when the minions get low you walk forward. Because it's just a lot easier to play. Yeah. And also this W is really tragic. It's basically
I just try to get the cannon.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, this is probably you auto-pyroling again. Like, there's no reason to queue there, you know it. If you see it, you just, in the game, we're like, why not, you know? Not really thinking straight.
What is the third time I'm pinging this guy? I'm so bad. Oh, like, I really hate when I do this. But
I mean, yeah, in the game it's hard. Oh no, not the chat.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, you end up not losing a lot outside of your summoners, which is a pretty big deal. Like wave-wise, it's pretty okay. Now you're paying more attention to the bard than like the wave, you know.
Shit.
If we go back, like if we went back 8 minutes, how many of your deaths do you think are your fault?
Probably 3.
2 of them. Well,
wait, which one is not?
The first one, where like you're positioning here, you could have prevented, but like it's your. Okay. So let's say this differently. Your bard fucked up because he was mid when the wave was pushing into them, right?
Yeah, but then I should.
But your position should be different. You probably would have been zoned off CS and would have been low, but you could have survived. But the other two, it's completely your fault. Like, you could have survived those for sure. Not saying that the Bard is playing well, he obviously isn't. It's just you could have done more in the game, right?
Yeah.
So next time something like this happens, in the game it's like really hard to be in what's the word, introspective, I think. But try to remember that a lot of your deaths usually are preventable, and even if it's not true, try to use it as an advantage. Like, oh, maybe I could have avoided them or something.
Yeah, like when it comes to my mind that I should spam ping someone, I will not, and just remember that I shouldn't die.
Yeah. Do we know where Lily is?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go back and see if we do.
Oh, he was on Drake because we saw him getting the Drake.
Oh.
When I had a look on the bar.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. She got Drake with Leona. We don't know her CS, we don't know anything of that. We do have wards here and here, right? So I think this ward doesn't see this pathing. So there's only two options. She either walked here, or well, there's three. She recalled, or she walked up from here, right? You need to play really safe when stuff like this happens. Okay, we actually see her in the ward. That's good. When Leon is really far, and because we saw Lily on the ward, this plate is almost falling, right? Yeah. I think it's fine to walk up and like try to trade on Ezreal. Actually, let's think more about that. He has item advantage, so maybe it isn't fine. It usually would be fine, but you're really behind. So I guess I'm just spouting bullshit.
But yeah, I get the point.
Yeah. Lily's coming, but this is good. This is what you should have done last time you saw her. Yeah, this is good. Oh, that would have been the tilter.
It was really close.
Yeah. And now you're walking up again. What the hell? Akali.
Okay, just don't.
Is he on top?
No idea.
We don't know where Yon is. Probably died. Or recalled. Yes, this is fine. Your Akali covering for you, it's pretty good. I just don't like that we don't know where Yon is and we're going for it. That's my only issue. Because he can show here anytime. And obviously, well, she kinda ends by going so far. It's good that you always keep. Yeah?
So, is there a way to like get better at chain ults? I mean, except playing the game. Because my should I just go into practice tool and
no,
like imagine an enemy?
I mean, I'd be surprised if people could do that. I'm sure that there's like at least one person that can do it really efficiently, but I can't imagine it, you know. What are you like every time you shoot? What are you thinking?
I mean, sorry, I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I know. Usually people don't think when they're doing skill shots, right?
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, I'm gonna hit them. But it's really different from a person that is good at skill shots and someone that is not. So like they're subconsciously thinking about something that helps them. So I think a good way to try and improve is like, how are you trying to hit them? Like right now, I can see your mouse. Actually, let's go back. Like your mouse is like really far from Lily for a moment. Like she was here, and then your mouse was here, right? Try to have it closer to her lower body, because the way skill shots work in this game, or well, the way models work, is that like this part is the hitbox, and well, not literally this part, it's like this, and the head and everything, like usually it's really deceptive. So try to aim for like the lower body, because it's more consistent.
Okay.
And then like your mouse, it's like it's really far. It's like you're trying to predict where she's going. But you should like you should be tracking her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the very end you were tracking her, and then that makes it so it's more consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd say like look at your mouse and the way it's tracking people, because that's usually a big deal in skill shots.
Yeah, I usually try to predict or.
Yeah, like it should have a mix of both. Do you think you can E here when she's chasing you?
Yeah.
Like right now, E.
Yeah.
And then she gets slowed, and maybe you survive.
Wait, I tried to hit like Leona with W. That was bad too.
Yeah. Thought you were actually going for Lily, but even then it's not great.
No, I tried to hit Leona.
This ends up going kind of okay. I trade 1 for 1. Or well, on your side obviously, not for your team. You can't do much more than this. Again, your bard isn't here, and you need to slow push. This feels really bad. But yeah, here you just need to push as fast as possible. Try to hit the backline first, because these minions are like harder to auto attack, because you need to walk further, you know?
Oh. Okay, wait, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, that's why you kill the backline first, because like you need to be here to hit when they're like here, right? But the melee ones, you just need to be here. It's so easy, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you always kill this first.
How did I play the game?
Yeah. So yeah, kill the casters first, because like right now, if Leona was in this bush, you can't walk up for this caster, but if you kill him, you could walk up for this melee, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just much safer in general. Yeah, this is good. Going through the river can be int. And I don't think you have enough information to know if this is good. Okay? Like you decide to commit through the river, but you're not looking there right now. So you don't know if like your team has enough distance to like close in on them or something. And that can be really bad.
About getting sandwiched.
Yeah.
But nothing more.
It ends up being fine, but like there will be games where it's not fine, and like you can just look at it and see if it's fine to like go through the river or not, you know.
And do you think that learning to use the F keys are like?
I think it's more convenient than looking at the minimap. But if you're really fast, yeah.
The problem is that like it's hard for me to press the F key.
Oh, smaller hands? I have the same issue.
No, I have big hands, but it's just not comfortable.
Okay. I'd say that's just you not being used to it. But like if you're really fast at like going into the minimap and just checking, you don't need to do it. You need to learn one skill or the other, you know.
Okay, yeah.
I'd say that, like if you didn't know any skill, I'd say that F key is always better because it's just easier to learn.
I just try to like use minimap clicking more, and that's why I have this big minimap.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than the usual.
Possible. I have mine pretty big too. Tragedy. Let's look at this. How do you lose HP? Is it by doing golems? How much does Gale Force cost?
Yeah, I could buy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, do you need the golems?
Nope.
Do you think it's safe to do the golems?
I thought it was.
Okay, so let's... I'm not saying this because Leon and Ezreal might steal them. I'm saying this because you're going to lose HP by doing them, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you do the golems, you go down to this HP, and now they're pushing waves. Can you catch the waves?
Nope.
Then is doing the golem safe?
Nope.
Yeah. So unless you need the gold to reset, you don't do golems. Okay? If it's safe and you have your support to tank it or to like share aggro or whatever, that's fine because then you can catch the waves. But like when you're doing it by yourself and you have no lifesteal, like right now you can be dove. And you end up losing gold because this wave you're never gonna catch and the one that's coming you're never gonna catch, you know?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, this is
Okay.
tragedy.
Yeah, it is. It's so bad watching back my game.
It's okay. It's fine. Gotta watch it to improve.
Yeah, of course.
Right, now you have the most broken item in the game.
I should just slow push this, right?
Yeah. Unless you have a play to do. Do you have anywhere to go?
Nope.
Are you contesting Drake?
No.
Then you slow push. Because you don't have anything to do. And now you need to walk up. And this feels really bad. Yeah, you even know. Like, you even know. You know, you're just walking back because like, this area, can't go there. It's prohibited, you know? Can't do it.
I'm actually playing against Ezreal myself.
Of course. In this position, if you have chat on, I think you'd ask Kali to go side. She probably understood it because she's going there right now. Yeah.
Okay. Should I use? Oh shit. Should I use chat? I mean, I have turned it off, so
yes.
like.
I always say don't use chat. I'm just saying, like right now, if you do you play in a team?
I'm a substitute currently.
Okay. If you're in a team and you're doing calls, being bot feels really shit for you because you can get dove every time, right?
Yeah.
So you either ask Akali or Fiora to go sideline. And then like the one you choose depends on like. So in this game, Akali wants to be proactive and make plays, while Fiora just wants to sit on sideline forever, right? So like ideally, Fiora goes bot, Akali goes top, and you play like top side of the map, with you being mid, right? If you're gonna play for Drake, the opposite happens. Akali goes bot, Fiora goes top, you play for bot side of the map. So you want to play away from the Fiora until she's strong enough to to play team fights.
Yeah.
Why are you walking through this part of the map?
No clue.
Do we know where they are? I actually don't know.
I mean, I just wanted to have top, but
yeah,
that was quite risky.
Yeah, I don't even know why you're walking up this far. What do we see on the map? We see Ezreal. I think we saw Leona a bit ago. Yeah, we saw Leona here. Areli is dead. Okay, so only Lilia can come. Can Lilia solo you?
Yes.
Can Bard?
I mean, not with Gale Force. I can get away maybe.
Okay. Do you need to use any summoners?
Maybe.
Okay. So there's no reason to walk this far up. Can just take it easy. Cause like some games, it will get you killed to like walk that far, you know.
Yeah, I should just wait the wave here, right?
Yeah. Unless you know where everyone is. Like this game is one of the least bad ones because you know where 4 people are, and Bard is kind of close. You have Gale Force, so you're never dying. It's just like maybe you need to blow summoners, and that's not ideal. But like if you do this every game, which I assume you actually do, because a lot of people do, like you're gonna die because of it. And then taking this pathing is really bad. Like it's so easy to just take this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The intention is good. Like walking top is good, because you already pushed wave. You have nowhere to go. But like the way you path there is really risky. You should be looking at what right now. Maybe you can do something there. because you don't want to be here. Like Irelia just died or just respawned. Lilia is somewhere on the map. We don't know where. It's really easy for like maybe they TP behind you. Maybe Lilia comes out of nowhere and tries to 1v2. I don't know. Like you're never getting this turret, and this wave is coming to you anyways.
Yeah.
So you don't need to walk this far. And another thing is like if you were to look bot, maybe you can 3v2 because Akali is really strong. Well, she actually just lost a lot of HP. So you don't even know like if they use summoners, if they're low HP, you don't know anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you do. And Ezreal was really low. So if you went there, maybe you couldn't get the turret. Maybe you'd get a kill, which is a shutdown, I think. So maybe even if you don't intend to go there, you still need to look.
Yeah, I should look more.
Mm-hmm.
I will just try to like use the minimap and click on it more.
Yeah. Like right now you could be looking mid.
I guess I got a message.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I just looked down.
Yeah. Yeah, again, your mouse, it's like really far from the target.
Yeah, because I'm thinking in lines.
But it's harder. Because they walk like in two directions, right? They go up and down, and then they go left and right. So like if you're tracking them, like if the target is here and your mouse is here, like how do I explain this? Like a minuscule movement here matters more than a minuscule movement here. You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if this makes sense. Like
yeah, it does.
Yeah. Like in a line, if you move like 1 centimeter here, the line goes further. Ah shit, this is whatever, dude. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like the line goes further than if you do it here, right?
Yeah.
So it's important that you do it closely to the character. Or like if you're really good with lines, then you do it closer to your character.
I'm not good.
Yeah, so like you try to match the distance that they have. So that the distance you move the mouse is the distance that they're moving. What the fuck is this guy doing? You can be more patient with Gilforce here. Because this can get you killed a lot of the time. Like you already saw that he ulted, he has no way out, right?
Yeah.
So just keep auto attacking. And now he uses Z, and now he's Giga dead. No way he survives. So you just you don't even need.
I could.
Yeah.
I can just wait it.
Yeah. Also, your camera is really bad here. Are you just holding space?
No, I'm like locking my camera with space.
That's also.
So either with unlocked or.
Yeah, that's also fine. Okay. This part of the map. This.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Doesn't give you anything. So you should like in team fights. When you're kiting someone, it's really good to have this because your clicks are easier. Like you're really comfortable clicking in the middle of the screen, you know. But you should be trying to check what's happening on a team fight. Because right now, I don't know anything. Like Ezreal he just took a tower shot. Is he low? Is he like 80 HP? Is he full? Like I don't know. Oh, he's full, but I didn't know. You know. So try to work more on your camera because it's really important on ADCs. Like you're doing it, but you're not doing it fast enough and often enough.
Should I just go into like, for example, I go into a game and just try to have my camera log normally and just try to pay attention to it, or just I don't know, have it back in my mind?
I'd say try to remember. I think ARAMs are really good for this because like you're perma team fighting, and there's always like 5 people on the screen. So you can just be moving your camera over and over again until you get used to it. But I don't know if you like playing ARAMs. I know a lot of people don't.
Like sometimes, but my friends do. So.
Okay, yeah. So I try to use ARAMs for it, and then like this happens for even if it's a 3v3 or a 2v2 or whatever. A lot of times you can't see everything. So it's good for you to do it then. But like team fights is the main thing, I'd say. So ARAMs are pretty good to train it. And then just games in general, like if you remember it, you'll start doing it naturally if you keep like remembering.
Okay.
Your team's kinda hinting by not getting top here, and you can't do much. You should be looking bot. Like, it's good that you go for this wave, I don't think it's bad. Again, like, shouldn't walk up the way you did, but that's fine. You should look bot here, and you should see if it's diveable. Because if it is, then you want to move there, you know?
Yeah, and also between out at X I could do that.
Yeah.
But I do it so slowly.
If you're here, she was already dead. She doesn't waste that much time and she doesn't clear the wave. This feels really bad that you're the one recalling. Yeah. Okay. I actually want your opinion on this, because I'm not sure about it myself. So, there's 5 people on bot side, right?
Yeah.
If you recall and you go top, can you stop Hyun?
No.
Okay.
I can't stop any of them.
Okay. If you recall go mid, you can't stop either, right?
Yep.
So you need to ping your team to defend. Because they're not thinking about it for some reason. So like right now you should be pinging that turret. You should be pinging mid when you see Herald. Because like you recalling here doesn't do shit. Your team needs to recall with you for it to matter.
And I just pinged it after I recalled. So
yeah, I mean that's too late. Now you need to wait 8 seconds after your recall. When you could have done it while you're recalling, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing is, well, Akali seems to be trying to flank. Going mid here is good. Yeah. Another option in this situation, like committing to the play, but it's such a flip and it's probably never gonna work. So I like that you recalled. I think you just need to try and communicate more with your team.
I'm just trying to get the wave so they can't get it.
Yeah. Okay, that was bad reaction.
Yeah, and also I had Gale Force.
Why do you think you didn't react to it?
Because, I think in my mind, yeah, I was focusing on the wave, and in my mind it was Kane was, Yon was on top, and I didn't expect him to come this far.
Okay.
Without ult.
Did you know he had Gale Force?
That he had?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay. So let's try to look at it actually. When did you click tab last time? I'll go like 2 times speed or something. Make it fast. Oh, click there.
At least 3 times.
So when you're clicking tab, like right now it seems like you're just doing it randomly. Or maybe you're just looking at like a person's CS. You need, like, especially in downtimes like this is a perfect time to look at tab and look at items. Because if shit.
Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to see there.
I mean, you're probably seeing CS or something. That's usually what people do. Can I even get it? It was before this. It's a disaster.
Yeah, but that was used. Okay.
No! You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Okay, I'll draw it.
Yeah.
So this is Yon. He has Gale Force. Maybe he's like halfway to Infinity Edge. If you know that he's fucking strong. So you need to be sorry. You need to be really careful with him. So like just looking at his items and knowing that he has Gale Force just makes you aware, you know? Like, oh, now he can reach me from positions he shouldn't be able to. Also, sorry, I need to get somewhere. Give me 1 minute. Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So it's really important to see like whoever has items. In Yun's case, like it's really easy to see. Oh, he has Gale Force. He can reach me from like a mile away, you know. But it's also important to remember like, oh, it's Syndra and she has stopwatch. It's Irelia, she has Triforce, so she can one-shot me. So I need to flash her ult, or something. Well, that's kind of just Irelia in general. But like, it's also important to see like Starix, Shield Bow, stuff like that, because it changes the way you approach the champion. You know, like they're gonna be low, and then they're gonna get a big shield, and you're gonna be like, oh wait, I didn't expect this. But if you looked at the items, you would have expected it. You know.
Yeah, and also if on bot lane, I don't usually. I time their flashes in my mind that okay, for example, 10 minutes as refresh, but then I forget, and I
Yeah, that's why it's
don't
good
know
to
what to
type it in
expect.
chat. But yeah.
But there have been multiple games where I died to Yon like this. It's kind of common for me
When he has Gale Force or in general?
in general.
Okay.
Like dying to Yon is just my thing to do.
Okay. It's like it's harder to see to like say anything without seeing the situation. But maybe you're not looking at the right parts of the screen. Like right here. Are you tunnel visioning on the wave? Like only looking at it?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, so that's an issue. Because that's why. Do you know why it's an issue?
I can guess because I don't see anything else.
Yeah, I mean obviously that's the obvious part. But the bigger issue is that it's really easy to clear a wave. Like it's not hard. You don't need to focus, you know?
Yeah.
You go here, click this. Okay, it's dead. Click this. Oh, it's dead. So you have so much time to think about everything else. Like,
Yeah.
but because you're like, oh, I need to kill this wave, you're not thinking about the rest, you know? So, like, this is normal, by the way. Like I'm saying, it's really easy. That's more. It's literally really easy, but it's not easy to not focus on it sometimes, you know? What I'm trying to say is like, this is a simple task, so try to consciously use less effort on it, so that you can see the rest of the picture.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, now you're looking at items. That's good. Oh, actually, you're looking at your part. Never mind.
Wait, no, I was pinging Ezreal 2 item first. But...
Okay. Recall is crazy.
I have no clue why I didn't use it. Like at this point, I just inted the game.
Yeah.
And I walked in to take the tea.
Do you know if like cleanse breaks the it breaks the slow and the sleep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just use it early. I guess a lot of people do this, where they want to save cleanse, so they're waiting to see if they actually need to use it or not. You know. In this situation, it's kind of obvious that you do, because like there are so many people in front of you, right?
Yeah.
But this is probably like a mixture of you being tilted and game not going so well, everything. Yeah, doomed.
And it was too late.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. I'm gonna go a bit faster, see if there's anything else. I mean, the skill is really random. Your camera here is good. You know that. Okay. So this is like a really small thing, but I think it's worth pointing out. So you haven't seen Ezreal E, right?
Yeah.
Do you think if he doesn't E, he survives?
No. So
Okay,
probably
then hold your
I
W.
use-
Because he needs to E. Like, your W is either a tool to force him to E, or a tool to root him in place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Akali is already forcing him to E, right?
Yeah.
So you just hold on it. And this happens, this is like this for every champion, okay? If you don't need your W to force something, you hold on it. When you're trying to make a catch. Could have... Okay, that was good. Okay. Is this how you come back?
I think we won this game actually.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I just remember saying on stream that we should just go mid and coin flip it.
I don't think you should. I think your team outscales. So, is that true?
Really?
No, maybe not. Because Ezreal is really hard for Fiora to deal with. She can kind of 1v9 the enemy team, but maybe she can deal with us. And Lee Sin is kind of worthless, so you probably don't outscale, but you don't get like outscaled either. I'd say maybe a little bit, but not a lot. Also, Jesus, that guy is me onion, I think. Okay, you got paid. You're so rich right now. Wait, does this give you more AD?
Not more AD, but I guess more crit. Yeah, this is the buy
No,
I
it gives you more AD. Wait, that's interesting.
really.
Yeah, let me see again. BF is 40. It's 40 AD, right? So you were at 33, and now you're at 83.
37, I think.
Oh, 37? So you got 44 AD. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. I didn't know this either.
I mean, I didn't either. That's why I wanted to see. And you get more crit, so it's definitely the right buy. Oh,
And on other champs, what would you buy?
I'd go
Or
BF
it
in
depends.
general, just because it's harder to it's harder to get the gold. Like it's so much gold, you know.
Yeah.
So usually BF. If you're like one team fight away from victory and the crit is really important, probably pickaxe crit is better. Okay. So your team is all going bot side here, and I don't think it's wrong for you to push the wave like this. This is like more of a decision on your team that I believe it's wrong. Like when stuff like this happens, you push this wave and now you leave. Like you need to go bot right now, because you're not gonna do anything mid.
Yeah. Or just slow push this way.
No, you can't even do that, because if they want to, they're gonna go here and they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So you should just be going bot right now. Like, cause like you already got prio mid. That's the quote unquote super important thing that people all talk about. So now you don't have any reason to stay mid anymore. And it's much safer to just go bot, because like you won't die if you go bot, and your team is stronger if you do. Like staying mid doesn't do anything for you.
I would be dead if you press 2.
Yeah. This is good by Akali. I don't know why Fiora wants to push so hard when there's no pressure mid. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, like your idea that mid is important is good. Okay, don't take it the wrong way. It's just what happens afterward. Like you need to follow your team. You're an ADC. Nice.
And we won the game.
This is such a ridiculous game. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah.
Alright, I think those are the main things. Do you want to go over stuff?
I would like write a couple of notes if that's possible.
Sure.
Like just one word.
Okay. So let's go back here. I'd say ping your team more when you disagree or want them to do something. Kill casters first. Try to use less, or try to become better at camera thing. What would you call it? Like camera control?
Camera angle, yeah.
Yeah. And then be more aware of like how your team is moving, because as an ADC you're reliant on it. You know, like no matter how strong you are, you're reliant on your team. So you need to be with them.
And also the enemy team, because
Yeah, obviously, and also the enemy team. Yes. Also, you said you don't look at the minimap enough, so probably try to do that. As for autopiloting stuff, like in mid, try not to walk up to the wave if you don't need to insta push it. And if you do need to insta push it, you need to have a reason to. Like, I have Drake in 10 seconds, I need to push this wave, go Drake. Then it's fine to walk up to the wave, but you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And then, what would be the last one? It's like when you're positioning in lane, position towards your support. So like if he's roaming, you need to be close to the wall, so that the people in bushes can't catch you.
And also like be more aware of their, like, if for example like Leona level 1, and I should trade more.
Yeah, that too. And I think last thing is like be more aware of their items, because it changes how you approach people. So like when you click tab, make it so like during downtime, try to look at their items and see how you want to, like how it changes interactions, you know? I think those are the main things.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. It was